What's up, TCG fam? It's your girl, Tiffany, and I am back, you guys, with another Chinese mukbang. That's right. So, today, what I have here for you is some shrimp lo mein, General Tso's chicken with some broccoli, pork egg rolls, chicken fried rice, and crab rangoons with sweet and sour sauce, as you can kind of see, and fortune cookie, of course. I'm drinking out of my cup here that has cranberry watermelon juice, and let's get started. So, having dinner today. I'm kind of going off grid for the day. I'm having some Chinese, and I just wanted to kind of come on here and have a discussion, just chit chat with everyone. And just to let you guys know, like, what's been going on, what we've been up to, why I haven't been making new videos. I actually posted a excuse me video I think for the next day and tomorrow, but they were old videos from like last week or the week before. But I still had them in my camera roll, so I had to get them out. And yeah, so that's what I did. And it's been a minute, so every time I use these, it's like I haven't used them in a while, and it's like learning all over again. So that's a good thing, because then I'll eat less anyway. But anyways. So how has everyone been doing? I hope you have all been doing great. February is a busy month coming up. So I just wanted to kind of discuss like where I've been, what's been going on. Most of you know, my father-in-law passed away. So Big Belly Boo Boo's stepfather, that was his stepfather, Don, passed away. And there's kind of a little story time that I'm going to share with you guys. Thank you to everyone who shared your condolences on the community tab and so on. We truly appreciate it. However, the story time that I would like to share with you is that you never really know when it's going to be somebody's last time, right? Our days are numbered, and we don't know when that's going to be. So I feel like some of us, we live every day basically just going it through the motions, okay? So everybody essentially gets up for work and goes to work, lives their life, does what they have to do, comes home, eats dinner, showers, does what they do, and then it's all over again the next day. Unless you're doing something that's out of your normal routine, like if you're going somewhere, hanging out with a friend or something, right? Hello, Prince Daniel. Thank you so much. Yes, I was craving Chinese food, and I've been on a meal plan for a while now. And for the most part, I try to eat chicken, salad, chicken apple sausage, things that are healthy for you. Cottage cheese. But today I was like, I want Chinese. And I never deprive myself. If there's something I'm really, really craving, I'm going to have it. Because essentially, I want to be healthy, and I want to not just lose weight, but losing weight, being healthy. But with it, you have to know that you can eat things, but in moderation. Okay. So don't deprive yourself something, because then you're going to want it even more. So, like, my story is, you do these things every day. And if you have a family, kids, you feed your kids, do homework with your kids, you do all the things that you do every day. But you do these things every day. And it's just a routine. Over and over and over and over, right? But then you look up one day and you discover, like, how did I get here? How did I get at this place where I'm at right now? And sometimes you don't even notice how you got there, because you've been so busy just doing the same routine over and over and over again. Life, has essentially just passed you by, And it's kind of that way with when you have death in the family. Okay, so you might, have an argument or disagreement with somebody, and you might not talk to that person for, I don't know, a year, 2, 5, 7, 10, who knows how long. And then one day you look up, that person is sick or dying, and you say, how did I get here? How did I get to this place where this little disagreement meant this much, and I lost all of this time with this person, And maybe you might say, well, I don't care, or it wasn't my fault. I have no regrets. But you might just look up and say, man, I really regret this, because I wish things could have been different, But you lost all that time with that person over something that didn't even matter. Or it doesn't matter now because that person is dying. You know what I mean? Hello, pre-retirement days, comfort foods, and more. Hello, hello. Welcome. Thank you for coming. So I just feel like, and it doesn't just have to be when somebody's dying. I mean, they could still be alive, but you're just not speaking. And, maybe they get married one day or divorced or whatever. But these are all life events that you've missed over being upset about something that didn't even matter, you know? Hey, Misha. Hello, hello. Thank you for coming. I love Chinese food. Yes, me too. And I was craving it, so I said I have to get some. So my thought is, if you're, really upset with somebody, you need to kind of think about it. If it's not something that is life changing, if it's not going to affect your life, then maybe don't be so angry with the person, because in the end, it's not going to matter. You're going to just waste time not speaking to that person. And in the end, it doesn't even matter, because it was over something like maybe so small. How are y'all doing? We're good. We're good. It's kind of difficult, Misha, when somebody gets cremated. I don't know about for you or for anyone else. I can't speak for someone else. But when somebody gets cremated, for me, there's like no closure there. Now, Big Belly Boo Boo has always said he wanted to be cremated. But after his father's funeral and being cremated, he sees how he feels that there's no closure there. And so, like, we were discussing it, and maybe he wants to change his mind now. He's not sure. Because I said to him, like, when you're cremated, there's no closure. There's no body to say goodbye to, you know? And like, I was planning on doing a funeral anyways, with his body when, he does pass, and then cremating him anyways, just because that was his wishes. Whenever, he would pass away. Not anytime soon. Okay? Let's knock on that wood. But, just for me, cremation doesn't give you closure. Hello, Matthew Whittington. Hello, hello. Misha said, that's what I've said in the grand scheme of things. How much does it really matter? After my grandma's funeral, I'm leaning more towards cremation. It was just too hard for me to see her embalmed. Really? Penis Habit, hello. Hi. Long time no see. I hope you're doing well. My thing is, cremation doesn't give you closure. And I don't know. I mean, I'm not down for the embalming thing either, but let's face it. Good evening, Misha. I have 777 left until 5K. That's awesome, Matthew. I'll try to help you out on that. Okay. Congratulations. Misha says, woohoo. Congratulations, Matthew. Hope you get it soon. Penis Habit says, happy to see you, Tiff. Yes. Yes, I'm happy you came by. Thank you so much for coming by. I've missed you. I miss your live streams. Like all the old channels that used to get on and be live, and I got to hang out with them. Like, I miss them because they're no longer on like they used to be. You know what I mean? And I understand everyone, has a life and has to work and things come up. I get it. I get it. Mm. But like, my story time is something had happened back in the day, 7 years ago, to where Big Belly Boo Boo did not speak to his stepfather or his mother. Okay. Now, when we heard that his stepfather was in a nursing home and that he was hospice, this was about maybe like 6 months ago. Now, I don't know when he went there, but that's when we heard about it. It was like 6 months ago, maybe about a year ago. Okay. Probably about a year ago. And I said to Big Belly, listen, you should go see him because, what had happened, but, he's hospice. So he's dying. And, you should try to make amends. Well, at the time when we heard this, we heard that he had really bad Alzheimer's. So he was like, no, I'm not going to see him. Of course he was still angry. And plus he was like, with the Alzheimer's, he's not even going to know who I am anyways. You know what I mean? And I was like, that's not true. Even though you have Alzheimer's, you're still like with it for a few minutes and then you're not. So it switches back and forth. You will know who the person is when they're talking to you. And Penis Habit says, yeah, I miss them too. And my stream. Everyone now is busy with their own thing. I'm busy with my own stuff, but I still try to make it to everyone's stream all the time. I really do. I really do. Because I just love hanging out with people. So in the grand scheme of things, he didn't go. And, then life happened. He was just busy working, kids, we have a family, things happen, things go on. And so when we got the news from his mother that his stepfather had hours to live, essentially hours to live, again, I said to him, you need to go and see him while he's still alive. Because I'm telling you, if you don't, you're going to feel some type of way once he's gone that you didn't get that closure. You didn't get that mend together before it happens. So he did go to see him. Well, they had given him hours to live, first of all. And we were waiting literally for the call. All the next day, nothing. Oh, another day, nothing. So he still lived 2 more days after that. And I said, what if he's waiting for you to come and visit before he passes? You never know. You never know what's in their mind. Some people are waiting for that person to come and see them or say goodbye. You never know. His mother had already told him everything was okay, that he could go, everything was fine. She would be all right. And he still was there the next day. He was still living. Big Belly Boo Boo went to go see him. They had their discussion. Well, basically, Chris talked. He was listening. And we can tell that he was listening because, when you're hospice and you're dying, you have the death rattle. So you're breathing, funny. Well, while Chris was talking to him, his breathing changed. So he was listening and he did hear him. And of course he told him, that he loved him and everything and some other stuff. But essentially he told him it was okay for him to go. Everything was fine. And the next day was the day that he passed away. So it just goes to show, you never know what is going to happen to somebody. So, don't let your anger get in the way of you having memories and having a bond with somebody you love. Because we're all here today, but you can be gone tomorrow. And a lot of people say, like I see memes all over Facebook and stuff like that. And it goes, don't come crying for me at my funeral when I'm gone if you don't come call me and visit me today. Very true. It's very true. Because of anger and resentment about things that happened, he lost 7 years with his stepfather. 7 years. Now, you can't get that time back, but at least he was able to see him before he passed and get out what he wanted to say, you know what I mean, before he did pass. But you just never know if you're going to get that opportunity. So don't wait until the last minute to tell someone I love you. Don't wait until the last minute to show somebody you care. Don't think that, well, there's always going to be tomorrow, and I'll just do that tomorrow. Because what you can do today, do it today. Did Big Belly Boo Boo cried while he was talking to his stepdad? Probably so. Probably so, because he did shed some tears afterwards at the funeral and whatnot. I mean, it was his stepdad. His stepdad raised him since he was like 6 or 7. His real dad is already gone. He passed away a few years ago. But the one good thing that I can honestly say came out of that situation is that Big Belly Boo Boo is now talking to his mother again. And he even spoke to some other family members who he didn't speak to before. So, I mean, it's sad to say it that way, but that's one good thing that came out of this situation. And to be honest, his stepfather always tried to get everyone to come together. If you were mad at somebody or you had a problem with somebody, he would be the one to say, like, well, you need to really forget about it and start talking to them and let bygones be bygones. Like, he was always that person that tried to bring everyone together. So, once again, at the funeral service, I said, here he goes again, bringing everyone back together. Because once again, that's what he essentially did, was bring everybody back together who didn't speak to each other, you know? His dad feels the forgiveness and it feels better for Big Belly Boo Boo. Right. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Wow, that's great. Why not plan a reunion? I'm sure, like, summertime, maybe they might have like a family thing. Um, I don't know. Don had 3 daughters, and his mom had 3 kids as well. Big Belly Boo Boo has a brother and a sister. So I feel like I would hope this doesn't happen, but I feel like now that Dawn's children don't have Dawn there, with his mother, I don't know. Are they still going to come around? Because when it's stepchildren, it's different than your own kids. So are they still going to come around and visit his mother? Are they still going to stay a part of her life? Are they just going to call and check in every now and then? You never know. You never know. I mean, I would hope that they would continue to keep contact with her. One lives in Georgia, so, she won't be able to always visit and whatnot. But, and she's a doctor. But I feel like her one son that was up here, he is engaged. So there's going to be a wedding. He got married. But there's other weddings coming up. So I'm sure, with some kind of family functions or something, they'll probably get together too. I don't really know what it's going to bring for the future of the family. But all I can say is, I don't care who has an issue with me in his family, which used to be a lot of people. But no matter what, I've always tried to keep the family together. If we were not talking to them, I would always tell him, that's your family. You should talk to them, go see them, And the same thing goes for his daughter, because for a long time he didn't talk to his daughter either. And I tried to keep that communication going, and it just wasn't happening. He was very angry at her. He was upset. She was upset. And for the longest time, nobody wanted to reach out. Nobody wanted to speak to each other. And I kept saying to him over and over again, I don't care if she likes me, if she wants to see me. This has nothing to do with me. You need to reach out and talk to her. And for the longest time, he didn't want to. He was upset. And so one day, I did grab his phone, which I don't even think she knows this, but even if she ever sees this, I don't care. But I did grab his phone and reach out to her from him saying like, how are you doing or whatever, something, whatever. I wanted to see you, however it went. Either way it goes, I made a plan for him to meet up and go see her. And she answered him back and she was okay with it and whatever. And she lives down south. So she lives in South Carolina. So we were going on vacation essentially to Florida. So passing through, we would stop so that he could visit with her. So me and our girls went to go get something to eat and hang out for a while. In the meantime, we dropped him off and he stayed with her and visited, and they had a really good visit. He got to meet her, well, now ex-husband. But they had a good conversation and a good visit, and you know, that made me happy. I don't care that I wasn't included in it. I don't care that our girls weren't included in it. I didn't care about none of that. All I cared about was that he got to talk to his child and have a relationship with her, because essentially that's what mattered to me the most, was that he still had a relationship with her. And, you know, they were both stubborn. Neither one wanted to reach out first. But when I reached out from him to her, she answered back. And now they talk. Now, do I know if that ever would have happened if I didn't do that? I can't tell you that. I don't know. I don't know that he ever would have reached out, because he was still very angry, very upset about things that she said, you know, to people, lies she made up, things that, you know, happened in the past that she had done to us personally. So I don't know. I think a big one was that he did not get to walk her down the aisle when she got married to her first husband. I mean, that's something that you can never get back. But, you know, again, little things. These are little things that don't matter. They don't matter. Because when you're 6 feet under, is that going to matter? None of that's going to matter. What kind of spring roll are you eating? Is it vegetables or pork? This is an egg roll, pork egg roll. And then I have shrimp lo mein. I have some chicken fried rice right here. And then I had some General Tso's chicken. I only have like 3 or 4 pieces up there that I ate. And I had a few crab rangoons that I ate too. Really, all I ate was the crab rangoons, the General Tso's chicken, and the egg roll. I'm going to try to eat a little bit of this rice, though. But I'm not really that hungry. So, you did a good job to be in the middle to his family. Life is short. Do the right thing before you regret it. Right. And, you know, I didn't want to do that because she already thinks that, like, I text her from his phone, which I don't. Generally, I don't ever text her from his phone. But that one time, I did send a message from him to her because I wanted to open that communication. I mean, it worked. So now it's been years since he had visited. And, you know, I mean, now they They talk. So, the only thing is, like, do I regret doing that? No, because it made them to where they are now. They talk. Oh, first time to hear egg roll. What's inside? Pork. Pork. I'm guessing cabbage. I don't know. I got it from the Chinese place. Whatever they put in egg rolls. My thing is, do I regret doing it? No, I don't regret doing it. But do I think communication could be better if she wanted? Yeah. Does she ever visit him? No. Could she visit him? Yes. Do I think a lot of what she says is bullshit? Yes. But it's not about me and it's not about what I think. Right? So it's about him and what he thinks. But I did say this. If something happens to him, there will be no visitors. There will be no visitors. Because the people who can't come see him while he's alive, they definitely won't be here when he's not. That's just how I feel. I'm the wife and I will carry it out. Because if you cannot come see him while he's alive, then you don't need to come shed your tears when he's gone. Right? Right. You did an unforgettable thing. Well, I'm glad he went to go see him. I'm glad he got to say what he needed to say. You know, he didn't even look the same. As the last time that we saw him 7 years ago. He lost a lot of weight. But obviously he was on hospice. So, you know, he lost a lot of weight. He was really sick. And, you know, it just, within 7 years, I feel like all that was lost time. Because we're only here on borrowed time. So you're only here on borrowed time. While you're here, spend time with your family. Make things right. Even if you think you're right or they're right or whoever's right, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who's right. You did what you did. I did what I did. He did what he did. Everybody did what they did. In the end, it doesn't matter. You can start from today and move forward and leave the bullshit in the past. I think some people just like to carry stuff on and on and on because they like drama. And I think sometimes people even want sympathy or pity to be like, oh my gosh, this happened to me, but da 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 da, you just don't know. And it's like, please tell me your part in the story. You know what I mean? Like, please, if somebody did something to you, what did you do to them? Because it's not all one-sided. Family is still family. Whatever it takes, they're family. And that's what I'm saying. Be family, but be it now. Don't be it when it's too late. Don't want to show up when it's too late and say, boo-hoo, I miss you. Because it ain't going to happen. I'm going to finish this rice, this little piece of egg roll, and I'm done. So yeah, guys, that's what I've been up to. We had a funeral. Big belly boo-boos. Stepfather passed away. I've been working and doing this. I had a couple videos that were in my chamber. And they can't hear it. Penis, they can't hear what? Penis habit. They can't hear what? Coming up, money savings challenge. If you want to join me, feel free. I'll be doing my money savings challenge for vacation and other things. I got a couple unboxings coming up because I had ordered a bunch of stuff a while back, and I haven't did any videos on anything because everything that's been going on. I just did a video on one of them the other day, which you guys will see that video tomorrow. But other than that, I'm going to start doing my readings on the channel like I was going to read before, the book, my book readings. I'm going to try to go live more like I used to. I used to be live all the time. When they say, hoo, I miss you or I love you, they won't hear it anymore. Right. Exactly. I mean, like, they text here and there and they talk here and there, but to me, a text here and there and an occasional conversation whenever he calls her is not right. He should not be the only one reaching out to her. She should be reaching out to him more often. She's the child, he's the father. And I guess what I'm trying to say is make an effort. You know what I mean? Make an effort. Don't let it all be one-sided. I'm full. I'm done. I thank you all for joining me, talking with me. I hope you all just understand a little bit more about what's been going on. And, you know, I don't have to share, but I wanted to share that little story time because you know what? Time is all we have. Time is all we have. And in the end, the time runs out. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, the time, the clock. When it says you're done, you're done. So, all right, guys, I'm going to get going. Thank you all for joining me. I appreciate you all so much. Thank you very much for joining me. Misha Lee, Penis Habit, Matthew Whittington, pre-retirement days, and Prince Daniel. Thank you so much, everyone. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful night. Well, it's night here. I don't know where you're at. It could be day. But take care, and we will see you in our next video. Stay blessed, not stressed, guys. Bye. Bye, guys.